We've arrived at the Tourney, lads. Finally, we get to actually go to a tourney. Here in Sunhouse. Though not all rebels have yet to arrive, there's no time to use them, so we begin preparing. I cannot wait. So yeah, I get to pick individual places to go to. And I've never actually done this before, but here you get country control, popular opinion, interactions, tavern. What do I wish to do? Can I seduce people? I mean, he's still widowed, he's not here. He's here to triumph, he's here to win. The contest begins. I've entered Lord Ronald's race contest. Finest horse in Sunhouse. Adorned with the colours of the owners, led to blah. It seems that its mare Lightning has caught the eye of many. My fastest horse is Storm. It's not gone unnoticed. And the idea of entering my war horse Honor instead of my racer Storm has been on my mind for days. My horse is all set, but as a result, I found myself 3 potential riders. Okay, so I fell out of the race, but my knight is still fighting. Hit him in the face! My rider's ploy worked. Horses surged towards they found around. Only moments before, my horse is bolting free of the chasing pack. The crowd reaches a crescendo. The riders urge their steeds in unison. The finish looms. Now, were we still racing, or was my knight racing? I don't know. Your horse crosses the line. The crowd erupts. I approve my worthiness beyond doubt. I won. I actually won. Well, my knight's won, I think. Even my knight winning is still something. No. I won. It'll be really cool once this scream like changes to be Game of Thrones themed kind of vibe. I think we're singing or something. A recite. I don't know how good I'm gonna be at this. Sound of cheering. I have no choice but to read my own poem against Throne's honor. It is true. Are we doing diss rapping? What is going on here? Is that hip with the kids? I don't know what's hip with the kids. Also, I'm up against my own like cousin or something. It is true. Ronald rhymes like no other. However, I have Dayne with his mother. I won! Holy hell, okay. I thought to myself under my breath, tale of war and victory. Is this a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know what's happening. The yawn doesn't look very good. Lord Ronald, coming in close second, Lord Edric. And of course, leaves us for Victor, Lord Gunfer. Hightower won. Still, second place isn't bad. I don't think that's particularly our strong suit after all, so... my horse finished first in the horse racing. Lord Hightower won. I fulfilled my goal of the conquest. I look forward to the next one. I have become an owner of a prized ring. Oh, that's kind of cool, actually. And I'm still widowed, by the way. My regency has ended, but I am still widowed. He has not gotten over any of this. He has not gotten over the loss of his wife for all of, like, 2 seconds. If Edric dies without heirs, it's frickin' Asher, which means, like, Felix Dayne will inherit eventually. I mean, the guy calls himself Darkstar, what do we expect? My septum believes that the Darkstar wants my territory. Yeah, probably. I'll write him at once. We might become rivals. No, it softened him. He's actually not being a dick. Prince Quentin has thrown me a birthday party around. New love, a puppy. Nothing in this world will replace Tyler, or so I thought. My uncle in Lord Ronald comes to me, holding a whelp by the scruff of his hand. My lord, this young pup is the perfect cure for the sadness that you're feeling. I'm more of a cat person. Yeah, no. We'll take the dog. As I pet the dog, it needs a name. We should call it Yennefer. I think that's how I spell Yennefer. I should know. My dog's called Yennefer. So, oh my god, I can go to King Aegon's tourney. Yes! Oh, excellent. This is a big tourney. Alright, I will name the dog Yennefer and then leave immediately to go join the king. The duel qualifiers have come to an end. It's clear who will be put forward. For my first bout, I have been paired against my fellow contestant, Thingamajig, and I will bloody well shut my door or kill the dogs. Preferably the second one. Come in. Anyway, I'm ready. Let's do this. I vowed to myself I would win the contest. Fair, blah blah blah. Yeah, we won't cheat. It's not in our blood, you know. It's not in our blood. Cuffing some dirt away from my eyes, I steady myself as the hoots and hollows of the crowd right around me. Tybalt is a little further away. Yeah, this is Crackle, so he's like the only real threat, to be honest. One wrong move could end in the fight. As we circled, I noticed a small puff of dust being thrown up under Tybalt's right foot every time he takes a step. It's almost as if Tybalt is living slightly. I have you now! Oh, he was bluffing. He's good. I remember my training. Don't tell me I lost. I'm way better than him. Don't tell me I lost. Steel on steel. Yes, victory. Excellent. I'm also wounded, which is not helping my mouse. But it is what it is. I backpedal desperately, weaving and dodging anything to stay in the fight. I sense a win and rush to claim it before Tybalt recovers. I catch the strong of his blade with the last of the quick string of blows, breaking his grip and sending the weapon spinning into the dirt. The judges call an end. I have won. The duel quarters are over. Lord Harold, the Crown Lands, and Lord Eric Torrentine. My next bout is against Shremont, some random nobody. Great of Steel. All of a sudden, the chance, he slips, his footing sliding. Slow to recover, I spent hours learning from. I start unscrewing the pommel of my weapon. Finally, a chance. Have at thee, blackguard. Best to kick a man while he's dig down. I am winning this fight by some margin. I need to hold it together. We both advance on each other. Yeah, just remember my training. Like, Edric is pretty badass, so yes, victory. Sense a win, claim it before he recovers. Judge called an end, I have won. That's an Ironborn, actually. What an Ironborn is doing here. You can't be beaten by an Ironborn. We got this. Quick as a viper, I step in and kick it as hard as possible. Ripped from his grasp, his sword cartwheels through the air, landing, to both our horror, amongst the crowd. A shrill cry pierces the air, and we both hurry to see Alan on his knees. I think I stabbed him through the eye, dude. Yeah, not in his arm. The contest is over and someone's moment in the sun is being readied. A herald steps forward, voices booming. After many trials, some tribulations, and above all else, some truly spirited competition. Lord Edric beat Lord Thingamajig. Yorn, whatever. Some Viking, Greyjoy, Ironborn-y name. In the final, Edric is our winner. Truly, there are none in the Iron Throne that can match my skill. Can you improve Dawn? Is it a permanent +2 to prowess? Because that'd be kind of broken. No. It's not a permanent +2. It's not even any +2 to prowess. Screw you, game. Contestants, circle. The joust qualifiers have come to an end, and it's clear who will be put forward. For my first bout, I've been paired against my fellow contestant, Lord Raymond. Ah, that's my own knight. My steward. You better lose or you're out of a job, buddy. A grimace turns into a stifled gasp as pain as he attempts to lift his lance. Clearly the last round has taken a severe toll. I watch with some wonderment as Raymond Valets haves the lance in position, strapping it to his upper arm. He attempts to knee to dominance. Basically, he surrenders. He forfeits. Victory's ours. One down, however many to go. Lord Tybalt. Ah, Crickle. We meet again. We meet again, Crickle. I push away the usual nervousness before the joust. As I do, however, I become aware of a presence beside me. My opponent, Tybalt, is curiously on foot, sword resting on his shoulder. How would you like to stretch your legs with me? He booms. In response to my non-pulsed expression, he laughs and points at the ground. How about we do this on foot, eh? Small break to give the crowd something. I mean, yeah, we probably got better chances of beating you on foot, to be fair. I'll always do foot. I guess I, like, sparred with him before the joust or something? I guess. I don't know. Victory, though. Holy hell. Oh, he died. Oh, I killed him. Oh, he died. That's bad, dude. He was real cocky previously as well. Though we both got off to a good start, my arm wobbles and dips, and received the opponent missing as high as I could. Low the crowd groans and horse thunders towards Tybalt. I have a good feeling about this tilt. My lance strikes true, striking into his shield with a deafening crunch and explosion of splinters. As his own flies past me, that's all the points I need. The judges calls an end. I have won. Alas, Tybalt was maimed for his efforts and died soon after. Yeah, he got absolutely wrecked. Huh? I didn't even get to ride. Okay. Apparently, I didn't win the jousting ? Is there an events log? Yeah, activity log. I don't get it. What? I beat him in the joust, and then Lord Roger beat Gregor in the joust. But then there was no more jousting. Well, it is what it is, I guess. Let's go to the tavern to have a drink. I'm walking through the gardens of some of the lords at the court. I notice Lady Retro of Doniston approach. I step aside, let her pass, but to my great surprise, she blocks my path and kneels before me. Okay, where is this going? This is not PG-13. Why is she kneeling? Not here, my lady, not here. I recognize the tune. It is the famous Stone Dornish love ballad. I have heard it performed countless times, but never with such skill and passion. The intense emotion of the song are mirrored in Rachel's gaze, which is set on me. She does not look away for a single heartbeat. Honestly, she's not from any great house or anything, but after everything, Edric, like, Edric is a bleeding heart character as far as I'm concerned. He fell in love immediately with the Red Wayne girl, laying eyes on her, and then went into, like, depression for years afterwards. I'm thinking, basically, he will fall in love with any pretty girl that flutters her eyelashes at him. So, he is soup! A soup! Hey, my half-brother found Yennefer. Great, because she ran away. Glory will be ours. You and Gregor, team captains due to rank and experience. So we're doing the melee now. Excellent stuff. I curb my horse after a pass at an opponent and head back into the fray. As I approach, I see a figure topple from their mount, blinded by a blow. Seemingly, Gregor looks to be willful. Precious little honor in the fray. I mean, Edric the Honourable. I can't not. I could do, we'll set this fairly, but like, I think dismounting and helping his opponent up is very Edric. Shadow looms, wheeling my horse, I think back to transpired so far. The opportunity to stamp my mark on the contest is now. Did we win? I think we won. Yes, we won. Holy hell, we beat the shit out of Gregor. Gregor is not looking good. Trumpets sound, and the crowd clamors. After many trials, some tribulations, above all else, truly spirited competition, Lord Edric's team beat Lord Gregor's in the conquest. My team carried the day into Tourney. Lord Gregor won the archery. I was an immovable opponent and took the first place in the wrestling. My superior with the blade. I have actually earned a lot of stuff. I have gotten prize axe, a battle axe of masterful craftsmanship. The wrought iron head has been etched to feature different Faith of the Seven motifs, and then mounted on an elegant ebony haft that has been carved in delicate wavelets to reduce slippage when wielding it. Awarded to Lord Edric by King Aegon for wielding a jewelry contrast. I also got the brooch, plus 25 fertility, levy contributions, prize mace is another one. Yeah, I gained gifted duelist, 50 renown. I got midi victor, which is cool. Targaryen dynasty gets 1,000 renown, and I gain a bunch of really cool items. That was totally worth going to. That was totally worth the triplets. That's actually pretty decent. Especially since I can't use Dawn yet. Can I claim Dawn? I should be able to now, surely. I think I lose a level of fame because I'm not a formidable fighter, but really, with how skilled I am, with 61, I argue I am now skilled enough to do this. I don't know, it's really kind of silly to me that I can't use Dawn, not gonna lie. Just purely because I've got skilled fighter instead of the excellent fighter, like legendary fighter. Despite having 63 prowess and being, I think, probably the best fighter in the world. Oh, no, actually, there is a Reachman who is weirdly somehow, purely because his base is 69, his base prowess is 69. That's why these guys are apparently literally gods descendant from heaven. I can't claim Dawn. I could claim Dawn. It would just be a permanent minus 10. That's the thing. Like, because I don't have formidable fighter, I just can't, like, take it. Which I don't agree with, but I don't want the minus 10. I don't want Edric to have that negative from, like, an RP standpoint. So we won't be claiming Dawn, which is unfortunate, because it would have been cool. I guess Edric will just use his prize axe and the brooch for fertility. That's actually really good. 25% and then prestige, and then courtier opinion, and then glory hound and everything. It's like, yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty damn good. Anyway, yeah, we can't get Dawn. That's unfortunate. I do believe that Edric is worthy. I challenge anyone to go fight him with 68 prowess, almost 69, and tell Edric that he's not worthy. But for some reason, he's not worthy, because he's not as... I guess we could say that Edric believes that he's not as good as his uncle, that he's not worthy, that it's Edric who believes he's not worthy, and everybody else believes that he is, but Edric specifically doubts himself and thinks that he's not as good as the Sword of the Morning, that the Sword of the Morning needs to be even better than he is right now. He's not good enough. He's just simply not good enough. And he's never going to probably believe that he'll ever be good enough. I mean, maybe one day he'll, like, get enough stuff and increase the rank, but I don't think I've ever had that happen, so, yeah. We'll continue to head back down, and I do have to try and find him a wife at some point. Oh, that's bad. I want to point out, I think Matthew was the best friends with Tulla, my wife. After she died, he drank himself to death. That's a thing that happened. I'm kind of hoping there'll be another tournament. I can find someone to marry there through, like, the events and stuff. Would be kind of cool. I kind of want to, like, crown a Queen of Love of Beauty and find one that way. If I can do that. I don't think I can, but it would be nice. This Rachel chick is still trying to get in my pants, by the way. Yeah, I don't... the fact that she's married to another man is really off-putting for Edric. Like, he's weak, but he's not... He has, you know, he's still the honorable man and everything. He's trying to be out of the... he's trying to, like, be like his uncle, be the Sword of Morning, but he's never quite willing to let himself be that good, but still. We'll kiss her, but that's about it. Another day, another tourney, lads. Apparently with board games and horse racing at Ashford. That's, she's got huge tracts of land. Yeah, board games, not much. The horse racing, though, that might go well. Going to win this. It'll be trivial. Just like when you commanded the Wonder Battle of Margarets against Thingamajig. The fuck? What the fuck? No! Just no! Jesus fucking Christ! That is to a collective gasp before growing completely silent. A naked woman has run her out the tracks and is flaunting everything. What are the 701 gave her from tip to toe? The crowd promptly begins booing this impulsive creature and hurling anything they can to get their hands at you. Disgusting guards! As I have a fair right, I'll say, yeah, it's a fair reason. You're welcome for me centering that. Jesus Christ, you did not want to see it. Ugh. And I have nightmares. Did I win? So close. If the 7 who are one himself were here, surely he would say, you buy well by the drink, he'll insist to pay. Yeah, this tourney was not as great as the Targaryen one, to be sure. Amidst the blood and thunder of the melee, I can make out the figure approaching me on horseback. The symbols draped from the horse's neck. Ah, Lord Edric, it is indeed an honor. Who are you? Sebastian of Fair. Actually, he's not bad. He is not bad, actually. He's an old dude, but he's not a pushover. Finally, the 2 greatest knights known to the world meet. 2 soldiers of honor who have combated together in the blood-soaked glory of the field, face to face at last. How often I have rehearsed this moment of destiny in my dreams. The panoply? To encapsulate the unspoken nobility of our comradeship. That's when Edric just lowers his sword and goes, what? Edmure Tully's been knocked out of the match. Is he got a villa? Where did he get the... He's got Evergold. Commissioned by the illustrious House... Where did he get House Rowan's sword? Taken by Lord Paramount Hoster in the Battle of Golden Grove. The Tullys stole House Rowan's Valyrian steel sword, dude. The hell? Okay, so lads, the good news is there is a tourney going on over here, which this dude has a daughter in the Reach, which is actually pretty decent. Footley is from a decent house, and his eldest daughter's 14 and has a beautiful trait. So I just have to get here. The bad news is, I'm going to arrive like 2 days before the tournament starts, apparently. So I can afford literally no interruptions. Let's hurry, lads. No, I arrived. Aha! Excellent stuff. I feared I wouldn't. I genuinely feared... I got 2 days left. 2 days, lads. Yep, let's do this. We will win the melee. And then, make some friends and probably win the hand of the, Lord's daughter. Is the plan, anyway. We won't cheat. We're a Dayne, for Christ's sake. We're not going to cheat. House Vance. Okay. Ah, you're not bad. It is indeed an honor. Finally, 2 of the greatest knights in the world. I prevailed in the battle. Excellent. Vance gets his ass kicked. As long as we win a couple of positions, even just 1 would be great. It's clear it's coming to the head. The battle's lions have been drawn once more. The opportunity to make my mark. Soldier victory, yes. Hopefully, we win a couple of things. 1 more push. I want to make a name for myself in this tournament, and then we'll win the hand of the Lord's daughter. Too many trials, blah blah blah. Hey, I defeated Edmure again. It's Edmure. We were fighting yet again, apparently. How comes Edmure can make it from Riverrun, but I can barely make it from Starfall? I guess because he's a Lord Paramount, right? That makes sense. You realize this dude's dead, right? He died in the fight. I'm talking to a dead man. Prize axe. Can you +2 prowess? Did it give it +2? No, it gave it +1. These tourneys are very easy. I mean, once you're, like, really a badass, pretty much. Crunch. 2 lances. Splinter viciously as they strike home. I roll with the recoil as I was taught, holding myself upright as the horse slows to a walk. As I shake the cobwebs from the impact of my head, the growing commotion in the crowd causes me to glance back from whence I came. My opponent, Aemond, is clearly in some distress. Not physical, as far as I can tell, but he is engaged in what appears to be either an argument or a discussion with a helpless valet. Drawing closer, I hear a few fragments for the debate. What do you mean we don't have any more? You lost our only spare? Well, the contest must go on. Nah, we come this far being passionate, we'll offer him a lance. The final tilt. The banners flicker and flap in the breeze, stealing away the crowd's breath for but a moment as I curb my horse. I hoist my lance as the previous events of the contest play back through my mind, like when I lent my opponent a lance after they ran out. I am on top, but there's still another tilt left. All I need to do is draw this last pass. I'll aim for the head, as always. There you go, and we won. Excellent. I think this is the first joust we actually won that didn't bug out, I think. Usually they, like, bug the hell out. First, the sounding of the clash, then an instant later, the shuddering jolt of my arm. Then, suddenly, another sound, the crowd's acclaim. My lance strikes home with force, shattering on my adversary's shield. Even more notably, they have missed entirely. We reset last time, and my horse thunders towards Aemond. I have a good feeling about the tilt. My lance strikes true, and straight into a shield with a deafening crash and an explosion of splinters, as my own flies past me. That is all the points I need. The judges called an end. I have won. See, I don't think they've added the love and beauty thing. I think this is just basically default jousting. Like, I very much like the idea that tournaments and the feasts and stuff are ways to find alliances or find friends, find brides or like husbands for your daughters and all that kind of stuff, and build relationships with your characters is a great way to build some story and like immerse you with the characters and all that kind of stuff, which is a big part of why I like Crusader Kings. I really hope they go all in on that for the mod and add a lot more stuff. Like, this has some of it, but it's very bare bones. This is literally just seemingly Crusader Kings. Sun comes down on the final days of the tournament. Ooh, I got some armor. And the massed crowds begin to disperse. I find myself reminiscing over the results. Lord Devon's team carried the day in the melee. I think I was on the team. I broke innumerable lances to prove my quality in the joust, and my superiority with the blade had taken me home the prize of the duel. I get prize armor, which is excellent, because I don't actually have any armor. We've won the joust, lads, and now I will broach the subject of marriage with the Lord, pretty much. See, this is the best thing I can think. I can think, like, we won the tournament, we get to know the Lord, and Edric is a well-respected knight, probably more or less known as the greatest knight in the realm at this stage. And we already have decent relations with the Reach. The Daynes are already a famous house. I don't see any reason whatsoever why the Lord wouldn't happily marry his daughter to who should be really the Sword of Mourning, but isn't because Edric is self-conscious or something, I don't know. But yeah, we'll marry the Footly girl, who's like young enough to be Edric's daughter, but interestingly, it will be 2 redheads he'll have married. He's now marrying another redhead. He has a type, lads. He has a type. And we'll make our way home after the tourney. Gladly accept your betrothal. Betrothed to my daughter. So in a year, Edric will marry, and that'll be that. And we can actually have some kids. I will put on my prize armor. Hopefully this one won't end up dead. He's not going to do a giant fancy wedding like last time because it gives him PTSD.
This war is far from over.